The Supplier. Go ahead and fuck with it. Let's go.
You're tuned in to another Wednesday edition of The Basement with the Hittas.
Hey guys, it's your girl Nikki Lynn.
Hey, it's DJ Marcus Moolah, aka Moolah Go Crazy.
What it do, everybody? It's your boy Jay Wait, man.
Hey, yo, what's good? It's your boy DJ Key Product.
What's going on, y'all? It's your boy DJ D Wiz, Mr. Low Key himself.
Yo, what up? It's your boy Mega Star.
Yo, what's good? It's Big Money.
We out here for real. Ask about us.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey. We are live.
Alright, it's your boy DJ D Wiz.
I am DJ Key Product.
I am Dex.
I am Nikki Lynn.
And I'm Jay.
Reese Money. And welcome to the basement here on Underground Hittas Radio.
Yes, indeed.
Let's go ahead, clap it up, people. Let's go
yes,
ahead.
Sir. Yes, sir. And we got another SGE YBN artist in the building.
That's the Hitmaker. Takeover.
Yes,
Hitmaker
in here.
Alright, so.
It's your boy Big BANDZ, aka the Cuban Link Messiah in the building, man. How y'all feeling?
Man.
Yes, sir. Yes, see, look, I ain't even had to tell him. See, look, he already.
Hey, listen, BANDZ, Big BANDZ was ready, man.
Right.
He
Yes,
been ready for a minute to be here at Underground Hittas, man.
One thing I love is your excitement, man. Your level of excitement. I love it.
Thank you, man.
Like,
since we got with y'all, I seen how everything just been running. I'm like, man, I want to get on that.
Yeah, man. I'm glad you here now, man. Glad you here. Yes, indeed.
Big BANDZ, man.
What's up, boss?
How did you get your name, Big BANDZ?
Okay. So, we over here in my neighborhood anyway. I might as well tell you.
Right.
So when I first moved over here, the neighborhood kids, they met up with me and everything, and they said, "What you want us to call you?" I said, "Call me Wu-Tang." I said, "We ain't gonna call you no Wu-Tang, bro. We're not gonna call you that." They said, "We gonna call you Big BANDZ." And they said the reason for them calling me Big BANDZ was because I like coming out looking presentable. I like looking fly. So yeah, that's where I got it from.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up.
That's because you look like you got the Big BANDZ because you come out.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's what's up. I thought it was because somebody owed you some bucks or something, some dollars on you and all that.
They do. They better watch out.
Go ahead, I'll let it
Man, so were you always into music, or what got you into music?
I was into music, but I wasn't deep into it like how I am now. Like, you might catch me, like, when I was little, I probably might hear a beat, try to just go along with it, just start rapping and everything.
Yeah.
But what got me really into music, what I should say? Beats. I can say that, beats.
Okay.
Beats.
Right.
That's what's up.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yes, indeed.
Alright, so my question is, what's it like when you're on stage performing in front of as many people possible? What's that adrenaline rush like?
The adrenaline rush for that is wild, because when I first started performing, no cap, I was scared. I won't say scared, I was nervous. But it's like, as soon as I got on stage, there's something in my head clicked and said, I'm made for this. And just since I've been doing shows after shows, it's like, it's a hobby to me now, this performing, but I take it seriously. I love doing it. So, it's amazing.
And I can tell, man, it's the whole enthusiasm you got.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So tell me about Takers. That Takers is one of my favorite songs. I like watching you perform Takers, and when we're in the loft attic, watching everybody else know the song too. It's interesting to watch. Like, it's almost like your own little concert every time it comes on. So tell me about how you came out, or how Takers came about.
So this was like, the idea of Takers came like right after, I say, my first performance. Like, I was at my crib, I was just chilling, and I told you I was into beats. The beat just came up, and then all of a sudden I just started with, you're not 11 pushing up like a raised car. I'm like, that hit, and then it just came after and after with more bars and more, and then I just start putting them in. I'm like, yeah, this a hit. So once I got everything together, it was like, all right, I'm ready. I kept on telling Reese, I'm like, hey man, let me show you this. And I said, man, wait till we get to the studio. So, like I said, a week later, he was like, man, all right, going, let me see what you got. So I was already like, how I am now for the show. I went in the booth, and then it just started right there. It was like, this BANDZ? I didn't know he could sing. He just came out. So takers, I enjoyed making takers.
Can I ask you one other thing? Do you mind?
No, go ahead.
Like, how do you feel watching everybody else sing the song with you?
I'm starstruck. I can say I'm starstruck for myself because it's like I wasn't expecting this to happen. Like just happen like the way it happened. You seeing people not perform the song, seeing people interact with your song and they know the lyrics and they dancing and doing everything to it. It's like man, it's really happening. Yeah. So yeah.
That's what's up. So listen, we was speaking about this earlier. The baby's comments at Rolling Loud. Like, how do you feel about the backlash he's receiving from that?
I feel like he got an opinion. He should be able to say what he wants. I mean,
okay.
He's not. Is he involved in bodily harm? Is he doing anything to anybody? I mean, he should be able to say what he want to say. I mean, I get it's a respect thing, but like y'all want him to respect y'all opinion, y'all should respect his opinion. So
I'm with that. Because I think like with some subjects, our freedom of speech is taken away when we don't, if we're not a part of the LGBTQ community, like they can say what they need to say, but if we don't agree with them, then all of a sudden we're haters. Or, you know, it's like a hate crime. And it's like, it's still my opinion. And it's still the U.S. where we still have freedom of speech. Like, it's not saying I don't like them. It's just that, but can I have an opinion as a straight woman or a straight man?
I feel that. I definitely do. But you really don't want to offend nobody?
But he's already at the level where it doesn't even matter. It only matters as you're coming up.
Okay, let me say this. For 400 years, we was offended. We was took from our countries. We was beaten. Our women was raped. Our kids was killed. We was dragged. We was all that. When we had say so, they took that from us.
Yep.
Now, ever since we got it, they trying to take it again, and we not letting up on it.
True, but I just feel like there is a responsibility when you are in the baby's position, because I had to learn that the hard way myself. Like I made a mistake live on air, and you know,
it kind of back.
But
yeah.
do you? But because you're at a certain level, do you turn against your morals or your values because you're at that level and you're not supposed to say anything?
No.
Because there's people that do agree with him.
Yeah, no doubt. Because I agree with what he's saying.
So like, but why can't we have an opinion?
I'm saying you got to be real careful. If
But
you're gonna,
are they careful when they speak about us?
No, they're not careful.
Okay, so why do they get more respect as the LGBTQ community? And not saying that I don't support them, right? Because I love everyone. But why can they speak against some of the stuff that we do? Like we have to change we can't call a him because now they say they're theys or they're hers, or you know, like we have to respect everything that they like, and we have to bow down to all the things that they want, because now it's like all these work things that happen. But like we can't have an opinion, but only their opinion matters because they're a part of this community. But I'm a part of a straight community, so why can't the straight community have an opinion as well? Why are we silenced?
Well, I'll put it like this. For me, just personally, I think now we've gotten to a place where sexuality matters more than race. And in some occasions now, that's what it's starting to feel like. If your sexuality is what is more important than your skin color, then that's what's always going to be taking sides.
I just don't think the straight community should have to be silenced as well. Like it's not, because we're all still a part of the same.
I think everybody's just too sensitive. Like,
This
whole 2021 generation with social media, this is the reason why everybody's so sensitive, is because social media is so, nothing is private anymore. Yeah. So you're able to see people's everyday life function every second of their day. So humans can't be humans no more. Like it's almost like people want us to walk around like robots and not make mistakes, or not have an opinion, or not voice what our viewpoint on a certain subject. But like I said, I don't think that he meant anything malicious with that. I don't think his intentions were to hurt anybody. The man just made a general statement, and because he is who he is, they're gonna drag it out. Gay, family members, friends, associates. We know that when they talk freely. We know that they say some of the off the wall stuff too. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Just like any other human. When we're sitting around shooting the shish and we're doing what we're doing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We're not harming anybody or having bad intentions or any malicious words being thrown across the table. We're just chopping it up. We're talking about stuff. We're laughing. You know, we're flaming each other. We're doing the stuff that when you're close to people and you're friends with people, this is stuff you do. If somebody makes a statement, we're not gonna be like, oh man, you can't do that. Like you, as an American, from what I understand, the Constitution states that you have freedom of speech. You have a right to your opinion as a human. He voiced his opinion. That the world should not want to condemn this man and set him on fire because he said what he said. What he said may not be fact. Most opinions aren't fact. They're opinions. They're just an individual's viewpoint on how they see things. We're not saying it's right. We're not saying it's wrong. But for all these people to say, oh, we don't want to do music with him no more. I don't really think he cares. The dude is so rich right now at this point of his life.
Right.
If Elton John doesn't want to do a song with him, so if Demi Lovato don't want to do a song with him, or the girl who's on the song like, take me off. He's a multi-platinum recording artist.
It's just like it's just like Kanye West. Like people are like, he's crazy. He a Trump supporter. He this, he that, right? Yeah. But he broke all streaming records at Apple. He doubled what Jay-Z did in his versus battle. So when people talk, it's just talk.
The world doesn't like outspoken people. They don't like people who free think. And that's a person like Kanye. Everybody call him crazy, whatever. I want some of that crazy. Because that crazy got him about $4 or $5 billion. I want some of that crazy. He comes from Chicago. Right. He's from Chirac. He's from the area of 87th Street. Yeah. He's from here. He's a billionaire. Yeah. He has a right to his opinion. If he wants to support a certain politician, that's his right.
But here's the thing: if you walked in this room, though, everybody be asking for an autograph, no matter how crazy people say he is.
So real quick, BANDZ, how would you navigate in a situation like that if you was presented in that type of predicament? What would you do?
Keep doing what I've been doing, focus on my music.
So would you keep giving your opinion on different things? Yeah. Like when it comes to like stuff like the baby, what he said, and then racial stuff, and you know.
Of course, I mean, why stay silent? And I'm getting a platform. Like they give me the opportunity to say what I want to say. You know, I have no hate against nobody, but everybody got a thought. Everybody got an opinion. Yeah. You know, if you want to express it, express what you want to express.
And it's not malicious. It's just your opinion.
And I tell all the artists on the label, you know, when it comes to being on the radio or podcast or being interviewed by bloggers or whatever, that be you. Yeah. You know, we're not going to let nobody dictate our steps. No, nobody's going to be disrespectful or outright just crazy with their replies or their answers or opinions. But if BANDZ has an opinion about something, I have to respect him as a man. I may not agree with what he's saying, but at the end of the day, that's his opinion. Right. And again, like I said, this whole thing, I woke up this morning and I seen how everybody's speaking out against it or whatever. I like what T.I. and I also like what he said about it's crazy how he made this statement and everybody's in an uproar, but why you not in such an uproar about all these lives being taken by police?
Well, that's the thing. Like anytime
nobody's speaking up on that. Nobody's saying, "Hey, we're gonna stop this. We're gonna shut this down for that."
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Every time we say something, it's gonna be scrutinized. So that's why I'm like, if you're a black musician or whatever, you do have to walk a certain tightrope.
No, but that's when, you know, if we're gonna band together over racial issues. Like I'm straight, and I agree with the baby, right? Like I should be able to speak out and say, you know what, I agree with him. Like we're just so scared to like voice our opinions because we're scared of all these groups thinking that we're hating them. And really, I don't hate you. I just don't agree with you.
He's not a doctor. He's not a surgeon. He's not a scientist. What he said was in fact. He's just a young black man that gave his opinion.
Right. He had an opinion.
He said, if you really think about what he said, yes, he said the wrong. It's no fact of what he said.
Right.
But he's a rap artist from South Carolina. Okay, he gave his opinion at one of the times where he's in front of 100,000 people.
Yeah.
Okay.
But if you agree with them, why do we have to be shunned though? Like I'm not saying hey, I agree. But
like they're talking like, hey,
you just
he shouldn't have a career no more. That's how everybody is talking. Like he should be shut down.
That's what I'm saying. Like when we do it, our color, they want to cancel us. But guaranteed, if he was white, it wouldn't be a problem.
Okay.
It wouldn't be an issue.
Bill Cosby, they said he did what he did, right? Okay. They also said another rich guy who was white did the same thing. I haven't seen that man in the headlines since. And I don't think he was prosecuted. So again, everybody in the world knows how it is. When it comes to the black and brown people, there's this. And when it comes to the non-black and brown people, there's this. And that's been since the turn of the century. I don't think in our lifetime we're going to see any kind of change. We don't have any Martins and Malcolms anymore. They walked in a woman's house and she was asleep and they killed her. Yeah. These people have never seen jail time. They're not being prosecuted. Nothing has happened. So guess what? But if you walk into a non-black or brown person's house that's sleeping and you kill them, best believe in 2 days they will have the killers.
And they're going to tell you to watch it when they do their execution.
Right, right. But we got this first song coming up.
Let's go, man.
Yes, sir. What we got?
What's the first song, D-Wiz, man?
I want to take this first.
I knew he was going to do Takers because this is one of his favorites. So D-Wiz, you are the man behind the boards. Let's go.
So let's go ahead and get to Takers.
Let's go.
Yes, sir.
Let's go
Hey, video on the way. D-Wiz, you have to end Takers like you just did. Every time we perform Takers, you got to end it like that. Bro.
Yes, sir.
But can you do your like 1, 2, 3, let's go. Do that.
I need that scratching. I need that mixing it with that
that horn.
Can you do it?
That Soldier Boy.
Yeah,
you got to do
Can
that.
Can you do it for the people?
We gonna kill.
Can you do it? Can you do it for the people?
Well, man, give him that official
Come on.
SGEYBN Entertainment DJ.
It was the horn.
Say it.
He being timid again. He being timid.
It's your boy DJ D-Wiz, help on Underground Hittas Radio right now. Y'all tuned in to Big BANDZ right help on the episode. We finna have the time of our lives right now. SGEYBN in the... Well, I can't even say that.
I got you. Have to go like 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
SGEYBN
Let's go. That's what I want.
Yo, BANDZ.
Y'all make some motherfucking noise, man.
Come on
Hey,
now.
BANDZ.
People don't even understand. They don't understand what they
They
get.
gotta be there.
Not everybody get. What about all of our wheelchair bound people? What about our bedridden people that listen? What about all of that?
All our bedridden
Let's
people.
go.
You
Damn.
wanna know how they can hear? They go on our YouTube channel because we post our.
Then we don't believe. Okay.
I post them on my
You know what?
YouTube.
Just give us some stanky Purdue. All right. That's all. We just gonna get Purdue.
Look, she was about to say some stanky stuff.
Hey, check this out.
Y'all
Check this
the
out.
queen is back. She is
Man,
back,
look.
y'all.
If y'all want to see,
Shout out Purdue Chicken.
Purdue Chicken.
if y'all want to see
Dwayne's
BANDZ
finest.
performances and any of SGEYBN performances, I do take videos at their concerts.
I got video of you too.
So, and they're on my
Oh, that
YouTube
move.
channel, so
Yeah,
they're on my YouTube page.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I always.
What the hell is
He's
that?
Irish. Y'all forgot he's Irish.
I thought that sounded like farm music or something.
Not a SpongeBob.
You know what? You know what? Keep your little funky DJ D Wiz voice.
One.
I knew
Two.
you was a square pants.
1, 2, 3. Let's go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Then do it.
Alright.
Uh-oh, he gonna nut up.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Let's go.
That was whack.
No, that ain't. Man, that
That
ain't.
was whack.
It looked like you got a woman
You
in front of
fired.
you.
You fired.
That was whack.
You know
Gotta
what?
be on the 1s and 2s at the club.
He got a ones and twos right in front of him.
It's that club atmosphere. I'm telling you,
Yeah,
it does
yeah.
something to him.
It's a whole different Wiz.
We
at
got
club. But if y'all want to hear D Wiz going crazy in those videos, y'all can find those videos on my personal YouTube channel, Chicago Supplier TV on YouTube.
Chicago Supplier
TV on YouTube.
TV on YouTube.
Yes.
I don't want to do our listeners like that. That's right.
So y'all gotta come to the club when
Listen, listeners, he do not want to show
That's
y'all
supposed
how
to be
ghetto
it.
we can get.
Well, what about our listeners that are under 21?
We should go.
Oh, so do they not get the good Wiz?
Look in the window.
He said, "Look in the window." Damn,
Man.
you stupid.
I'm for real. Look in the window.
Look in
As
the
soon as they say, yeah, yeah.
Hey, we can work to that song, man.
It's good. It's good.
We can do our job to that song.
Hey,
Okay, so I gotta ask you then.
What's up, boss?
When you first played it to, because I know you played it to some family members, right?
Yeah.
What was their initial reaction?
To be honest, the first person I played it to was my mama.
Okay.
I'm on my way to work. She saying, "You recorded a new song, right?" I said, "Yeah." I'm like how I am now. I'm in the car. Yep. I put my phone into the aux, and as soon as the doom, I'm looking at her face to see her reaction. What's up, y'all? I'm looking at her to see her reaction. And as soon as the bars start coming in, she looking. This is you.
Yeah.
This is different. I'm like, dang,
that's a proud
So,
moment right there.
can I ask you, when you first recorded it,
Uh-huh.
what was your reaction? When it was freshly recorded?
Just like this.
Yep, pretty much.
I want to work on another one right now, man.
I want to make another one.
Yeah.
Man, after I came out the studio, all I see is Reese and Ash, they dancing and stuff. I'm like, yes, I made one. But then I had to calm myself down and make sure for sure that it was a hit.
Yeah.
So once I heard it, I'm like, yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah. You like, this the one.
This the one.
This
This
the
the
one.
one.
Hurry up and go, Dexter. I got a question. Hurry up.
Okay,
No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, so what do you do to basically start writing all your music? Like, what's your creative process going into it?
My creative product.
Process.
My
Process.
creative process. I start with the hook. Because I noticed something about me is like I'm more of a hook man, but I can throw some bars together. But
Don't work on that later.
but how I just like the way I start with making my hooks, I just start humming first.
Mm-hmm.
Once I start humming and like it hooks together just like that, boom. Like with Takers, it just sounded right, the humming, all that. So that's
So y'all see how good the song is, right?
Yeah.
I love Takers.
But the process of the song is ugly. That's something as the person behind the scenes I can't stand. Like when they humming these songs and doing the hooks and creating them, I don't want them by me.
That's how Island Ting was.
It's-
Remember?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's
Exactly.
like
Y'all were like,
everybody wants to show me their clips, or everybody wants to show me like a preview of it. I just want to hear it when you go in the booth,
Right.
because me and Kels, we work so well together, so it's like I need to see what his reaction gonna be.
Right.
When they're in the booth and they recording and Kels is sitting, he's real like laid back. But then when he get to smiling and slapping the table and he's looking at me and he's like, you know,
Right.
that's when I know like
got one.
we got something.
You got one.
Shout out Kills, man.
Shout
One
out
of the best
Kill James,
engineers
one of the
in
best
Beyond.
producer, artist, engineer, executive
man.
producers
Yeah,
in Chicago. One of the best
Shout out
guys
Kill.
in Beyond. So just the process with all the artists, but when BANDZ goes in there, it's like I really want. He set the bar. So
Yeah.
now that he has set the bar, like even with the rest of the squad, he set that bar, and it's like, there's nothing can go under that bar. We're not going to accept that. So, you know, with songs like Takers or FAN, or you know, his thoughts of you, like he actually got like real R&B songs. So
Right.
now that he didn't put all this stuff out there, then this stuff y'all haven't even heard. Like he got a nice little catalog that's already made. It's just about strategically putting the stuff on the mixtape the right way. But I mean, Takers, it's fun recording with all of them. Y'all will get to see on the 30th. Like,
Oh yeah.
15, 20 artists recording together.
Ooh.
So before you were big bands, were you any other name?
Kobe.
Right. Kobe.
I mean, like
Kobe
an
Lewis.
artist name. Don't be. Maybe you don't want his government out there. Kendall. You don't want your.
It's government on his social media.
Yeah, but you know,
That's
like,
gonna change.
but a lot of people, but Facebook, but people could take down their
Yeah,
Facebook.
yeah.
Like if he only gives people his, if you just stick to your Instagram, they'll never know your real name. Or were you ever anything but big bands?
What else you say?
Can you tell me Flapjack or something? Oh, my bad.
Hey, you Blackjack? What?
That's somebody else.
Maybe it was small bands. I know you're banking now because you be
I tried to be
dripping.
on some. I tried to be on some drill music type stuff. Killer bands. Man, get out of here.
Killer bands. Hella bands.
Killer bands.
That's actually kind of
Just
cold
softy
though.
out here.
Yeah. Killer bands.
It's kind of cold.
No. No.
When
Hey,
they
look,
hit me
I'm
with
listening
big
to that
bands-
album.
When they hit me with big bands, I just sat back. Big bands. It just hit. I'm like.
But you know what I like about you, to be honest, is like from the
Man.
first time I met you, you were always so friendly and personable and like
Yeah.
like this big sweet teddy bear, right? And then you get on the stage and you're like somebody different. It's like watching you transform. And then you come back off and you're kind of like a Wiz, like, you know, all sweet and stuff. So I've always appreciated that about you because like you seem very humble all the time.
Thank
Even when they're out there screaming your songs and, you know, hey, big bands, oh my God.
Yeah, you are like real humble, and that's what I like about you, man. Like,
Yeah.
you just got an aura about you. It's dope.
I try to just keep that going. You know, I was raised around. God, what's going on? I was raised around situations that I had to humble myself. You know, I was in situations where I was homeless. With me being homeless, I had to look at it like, man, there's a lot of people out here that's homeless as well. But you got it to the point you can come back from it.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
they can come back from it too, but you don't know the process they gonna go through.
Right.
Right.
So yeah.
And everybody's is different,
Absolutely.
you know.
Absolutely.
But I guess that's the thing. Like all of you guys, like in SGYB, and y'all have stories, and I guess we all have stories.
Yeah.
But it's just nice that you know all of you guys are so humble because you know y'all walk in 50 deep.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna do a walk in with y'all the next time. I'm gonna be there already, but I'm gonna have to go outside and come back.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
see like my team. Like y'all heard me say it before. I said I love seeing my team win.
Yeah.
So it was like
Yeah.
this picture. It had Mike Tyson, Jack Nicholson, Madonna.
Yeah.
You know the picture I'm talking about?
Yep.
do.
They
I
all
do.
walking together. That's how I see us. Y'all see our face. Y'all see we about the business. So when I say my team winning, I mean that. I want my team to win. I want them to know who we is. I want them to know that we no limit. We the no limit right now. We the cash money. We the what's the other one?
QC.
QC.
Rough
Yeah,
Riders,
QC.
YSL.
We you know what? We Dipset. We Dipset right now.
Actually, y'all not.
Yeah.
Y'all SGYBN. Y'all are setting a new standard.
Yeah.
You know, y'all are setting a whole new standard, and you know, I'm proud to be a part of the team.
Yeah,
It's
I am too.
It's just something different, and each one of you guys brings something different to the table. Y'all are so different with the things that y'all do, and so I guess that's what makes you guys very unique.
Yeah. It's a pleasure being a part of this label. You know, I was in the wrong path with my music at first. I'm doing things. Reese found me like, no, we don't do that. We ain't gonna do that way. And just so everything, he said, listen, you give me the product. Let me do what I do with it. And since every day, we got big shows coming up. You know, we what else you say? We got podcast interviews, everything. It's just been going the right way. So it's a blessing being a part of this.
And to think I almost passed up on.
You can pass up on them.
Absolutely.
Man,
it
how
took
could
it
you,
took
Reese?
I didn't. It took what, almost a year.
Yeah, almost a year.
Almost a year. Like bands sending me music in my inbox, sending me music, calling me through Messenger, and I'm like, nah, I don't know. And then, like I said, I started hearing the songs get better and better. I'm like, wait a minute. I think I could do something, man. I think if me and Kels get with him and take his music and revamp it, and then I found out about the melodic stuff. Like, you know, people don't understand the process, like what Dirk go through and people like that, Rod Wave and all those guys who have this melodic rap. That's not something easy to go in and do. So, with a person like BANDZ, and like I said, I learned from each one of the artists. You know, they bring special stuff to the table. So, with him, you know, and working with Kels on the melodic music and the fact that he actually can really sing. So, like I said, he actually has R&B songs like Thoughts of You and stuff like that, which he'll be start performing those a little bit more now that he feels more comfortable, because with all the artists, I try to make sure they're comfortable on stage. I don't want to throw them to the sharks or the wolves, but I want to make sure they can walk, do the small crowds first. Right. You don't want to take somebody that's never really done 5,000 people or 7,000 people, you throw them out there, and then they see that and see all the phones lit up and get shell shocked. So, but y'all seen BANDZ perform, y'all know that BANDZ has a good show every time he gets on that stage, and you know that's something that hey, I mean, we do OD Wiz a lot, you know what I'm saying, because he brings that element to the squad. But a lot of people think we rehearse, but we really don't. We just we're around each other so much, and again, they record all together in the studio, so everybody knows everybody's song.
Being around people with like our team got confidence, and one thing I can say is that I'm learning about that. We be in the studio. Can I express my flaws? I'm not gonna lie. But like, you gotta have confidence when you make your music. So, like one time, I just sat back and watched Molly. I watched my cousin LeBrat. I watched my cousin Shorty J. I watched Kels. I watched how their confidence just flow through. Sometimes I used to think too much, but just seeing them do what they do, I'm just like, okay, you know what? I'm ready.
So speaking of performing, I've been watching, you know, you perform and everything, but I also been watching these females come up. And in my opinion, they kind of coming a little bit harder than some of these dudes. Do you feel the same? And explain why that is.
I feel, well, I can't say you're not telling the truth, because you is. It's a lot of female artists out here that just they doing what you normally see a guy doing.
Yeah.
But you know, some of these guys, they think, I'd say they let their masculinity get in their way. Oh, I can do this, and then it come out bogus. Female going in, and she be like, man, I'm about to do the same thing. You think you got it. She going in and show you that, yeah, I'm the stuff. What you gonna do? You know what I'm saying?
And that's because the females have they come in with a chip on their shoulder.
Yeah, they got
you know,
something.
They like, hey, this is a male dominated
exactly.
You know, field, so they come in, but you know, shout outs to like, I mean, we got Molly Baby.
Well, Molly Baby and the Brat will eat up a lot of men.
Right, that's what I'm talking about.
That are at some of these showcases, I'm like, they're gonna eat these men up.
Exactly,
you know,
it's a certain energy level about them.
I love every bit of it.
Right, it's a certain energy level about them that
I love it too.
I just don't get from the guys, and it's like,
I mean,
I'm gonna say this: the guys, they try to do everything else like the other guys.
Yeah, dude.
They try to come with this tough guy persona, and being a tough guy is not creative. That's been around,
man.
So, what I like that, you know, Molly and LeBrat, they're not totally sexualized. Like everything that they're doing is
Exactly.
not about busting it open. You know?
Exactly.
Well, I tell them, you know, just be yourself. So it's like, I think why people gravitate to our music and they love when we do our stage shows is because each artist, like, that's not an act. Like the way Lil Rob acts on stage, that's really Lil Rob.
Yeah.
That's Lil Rob's personality. The way BANDZ is, and I tell them, like, tap into your alter ego. Tap into that X-Man, that superhero, that Justice League person. Like, go in the booth, change into Superman, hit the stage. When you're off the stage, change back to Clark Kent.
Yep.
And I think the formula works because, again, you guys know Shorty J is real, you know, he's an introvert. He really doesn't, you know, he's a real laid back, real cool, mellow dude. But when he gets on stage, he's different. So, again, and we're still working on that. It's a process because of the fact that we don't rehearse. Everybody thinks we rehearse. We do not. We don't rehearse.
Right.
We're not 1,000 people in my living room with the karaoke machine rehearsing. That's not us.
Right.
We just know, you know, like at our meetings, you'll see. What I tell them is what I would do as an artist.
Yeah.
Hey, man, look, just like we talked about certain advice that we're going to give them for the future. It's only it's corrective criticism, but it's not negative criticism. We are saying the things that we're saying as the heads of the label to make them better as artists.
Absolutely.
And everything that I pass down to them is something that my mentors or my experience as an artist, because again, I started as a rapper.
Right.
So I know what that feels like when radio start playing your music and people on the streets notice you and the crowds get bigger and bigger. I unfortunately didn't take it serious and make it a career like they're doing.
Right.
So again, I just pay it forward, and Nikki, again, she's, you know, now in the partnership, so she'll be bringing her expertise to the table, and has a past with artists, so she knows the mistakes that she made as a manager and what the artist mistakes made. So now she knows how to get over those humps, and it's stuff that we're gonna learn a lot from her and a lot from Keys as the head of A&R and one of the in-house producers. I've learned so much in a short time from D-Wiz. It's crazy. People underestimate D-Wiz, but I love that about him because in the beginning, I know what they used to say. He know what they used to say when they first seen him. They used to be like, "Who is this dude? Why you got this dude with you?"
I always tell him, don't underestimate those glasses.
He sticks out, but guess what? He got up in that booth, and if I'm not mistaken, was it the 3 DJ show? Was your first show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once they did that show, and then he came back, it's like now, hey, where's the guy with the glasses at? I'm like, who, D-Wiz? They like, yeah, man, he's like one of the dopest DJs, and I'm like, yeah, I didn't know he was gonna blow up like this, and now, hey, your pockets are looking real good, sir. Matter of fact, I meant to say that the other day, too.
That's what I love about when people do the doubting. Okay, keep doubting. Because once I'm out there, don't say, oh yeah, no. Don't do that.
Hey, don't let D-Wiz fool y'all,
You
man.
use that though. Use that as motivation.
Thank y'all, bro, for real. But we're gonna have to get to this next song.
Let's go.
Get to this next
Man.
Where we going now, D-Wiz?
Got this Michael Jackson, Bill James.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So yeah, that's another
Yeah.
crowd favorite.
Yeah.
You know, his mixtape is definitely y'all gonna love his mixtape.
Yeah.
Oh,
get
yeah.
it.
Oh yeah.
On top of it's coming up right after this song. Oh,
Big
yeah,
bands,
Big
mixtape, Money in the Bank.
Like
You doing all this new stuff now, but you don't.
Man.
if he don't bring it all the time, we gonna
Do
give
you
him
not
some walking
understand
papers.
If you mix Oh Yeah and Pooh Shiesty at the show, they gonna go crazy. What is you doing, man? He is. Look.
I'm telling you, all this gonna be in his contract.
He got some stuff up the arsenal.
But what is you waiting on? We gotta pay you more.
Yeah.
No.
No, but
Jesus.
no, for real though. I don't really want to do that because they be like, we got a show to run, this, that, third. I don't wanna end up getting everybody hype off this one song and then have to do that.
But this my thing. If it's our set, you can do what you want.
Yeah.
He did it so
You the
hard.
DJ, man.
Hey, you the DJ.
Something with the female like that. I'd be like, hey,
She love
why you
when
hitting it
I
all
do that.
hard? Like,
She love when I do that. When I hit
you
it,
trying to rip it off.
like skin when it come off.
This you gotta be gentle, man. Be gentle.
Skin coming off. Where these conversations from?
Be gentle.
Man, I could have sworn we was
You
just
were
talking
hearing
about
me,
a
right?
DJ
Were you hearing?
mix
Yeah, he's
two
scratching
songs.
skin off of
Yeah, but he
crackers.
wasn't.
And next thing I know, skin is being scratched off.
And see, you don't listen to the side conversations. You have to listen to the side conversations.
That's crazy. I love these headphones, but I can hear everything.
Yeah. All right, Wiz, hit him with the question.
Alright,
Hit him with the.
BANDZ, let me go ahead and ask you this question. What is your most unforgivable deed somebody can do to you?
Snake me.
In what way?
I mean.
Anyway,
Because a lot of people
he's
feel
like,
because a lot of people like, oh, you snake, but I can look past that.
Nah, I can't look past snakes. You know, once I see you snake me and I got a bite mark on my hand or my arm,
Right.
I mean, I'm gonna always remember that mark.
Right.
I mean, can you forgive a snake? I mean,
well, you can forgive, but you don't have to have any association with them anymore. You know, like, cause people make mistakes. I always feel like, cool, you made the mistake. I forgive you, but now you don't have to be in my life because now I know who you are.
you know,
Nah, I can't do it.
But here's the thing, because forgiveness is not for the other person; it's for you. So then you can move on, and you can know that I cut this off peacefully. I ended it, and then I can move on. Forgiving somebody is not for that person. It's so you can be okay at the end of the day.
My cutoff game is good. I think it's the Scorpio in me. I just
hey,
Scorpio. Once you rub me
Gemini.
the wrong way and I cut you off, like I really cut people off. I like block your number.
Well,
I kill your social media. I don't want to have nothing to do. If I see you in public, I literally walk in the club and see people, and I will not speak.
I'm gonna say this.
Cause
I got snake to the point. I got snake to the point where, you know, I call a person my brother, and the word brother been thrown around a lot lately, and don't know the actual meaning of brother. Brother don't mean blood. No, brother mean I got your back, you got mine.
there's
back.
a bond.
It's a bond.
Yeah.
If you need your head somewhere to lay and rest, I mean, and I got it, come on. But you know, you a snake. I can't really just feel around that. You play me once. Ain't no play me twice, cause I'm not gonna trust you. It's not gonna be no love or again. Ain't gonna be no love or anything. I mean, I just can't trust a snake. Nobody's supposed to.
Trust me, I had to have. Well, he called me with somebody I cut off. When y'all talk about cut off games, I think I'm pretty strong on mine. If I say I'm done, I'm done. If I say it's the last, because when you do me wrong, I say, you know what? This is the last conversation that I'll ever have with you. You could walk up in my face and I will never speak to you again. I will never see you again. I will never speak to you again. I can look right through you. They had to call Jay and was like, can you please get Nikki on the phone? You know, and they were like, no, we're going to work together one day. And I was like, you don't understand. This is your last conversation. The only reason I did it is because you called a friend of mine to call me. Because otherwise, I wouldn't be doing this. You can
call me with my mom on the phone.
Well, you
Once
know,
I say I'm done, I'm done.
He kept bothering him. And I was like, okay, fine, I'll just do it. I'll do it.
They do her like that, but I'm not going.
I did it because he was like, Nick, can you please do something?
So they can leave me alone.
I hate being in the middle of situations like that. I hate
Get used to it.
What you mean, get used to it?
But it's
like you be telling me, get used to it, bro.
And see, and I'm a Taurus, so I'm stubborn. So
yeah.
He bothered me for a long time,
Taurus
and I was
Scorpio.
like,
my dad was a Taurus.
he was like, can you talk to him? I was like, no, I'm not talking
Real
to him. He's like,
bullheaded, real stubborn, real
but
stern.
I will love you to the core.
Until they cross you.
I will give you everything you need.
Until they cross you.
I can't
and then
speak on the situation that happened, but I can say once the person did that to me, like once you went behind my back, snaked me, I have no eyes in the back of my head, so I don't know what's coming. I don't know if you about to shoot me. I don't know if you're saying crazy stuff about me. Once I turned around and I seen what was going on, it's like, okay, I see how you move. You're gonna have to get up out of here.
Yeah.
And that's
I feel that. I feel that.
Ain't no hate, but it's just like, nah, I don't fool with that person.
And that's my conversation. I was like, I forgive you. We good. We're all good. I just don't have to ever deal with you again. Like, don't contact anybody that knows me ever again. We're good. We've had closure. Kumbaya.
Just let off the stage saying that.
And this is why I handpick my franchise. I look at the label as an NBA team. You know what I'm saying? I'm the owner. We got the general manager. We have the star players. We got the reserves. We got the all-star players, the MVPs, whatever. And I handpicked them. All the poison, I got rid of that, and I handpicked each and every one of them for a reason.
Have any of y'all ever been kicked when y'all was down?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like in the face, in the jaw.
Let me ask y'all, how did y'all feel about that?
It was terrible. It was one of
that's
the worst things ever.
man. Like, you taking advantage now.
Yeah.
What was the thoughts going in y'all mind?
You know,
That just told me.
Like, why?
but really, it's more or less like,
Why?
like I would never do anybody like that. Like, why would you do me like this? Like,
That's
because
exactly.
I never want anybody to feel like I feel when I'm in my lowest points. Like, why would you do that to me? Like, why would you make it worse? Why would you like stomp on me and like grind me into the ground? You know?
That's all what y'all just said. Exactly what I was feeling. I never do that to you, bro. Bro, wait, what's going on? Oh. Then something just told me, be quiet, let it go. Just know don't fool with them no more.
Yeah.
But you got a lesson that everybody isn't your friend.
Yeah.
Everybody is not your friend.
That's why we keep everything in-house. That's why my label is my family. Again, we do things outside of music. D-Wiz them are at my house. You know, I have children. You know, they're around my children. I trust them. I trust them around my future wife.
Ashley
You know
makes
what I'm saying?
tacos and stuff.
She is not gonna let them tacos.
That's my big sister right there, man.
She ain't making tacos.
BANDZ don't want to go home. He want to eat at my
Hey,
house.
let me tell you this. She like, BANDZ, you hungry? Reese be like, I know you hungry, boy.
Okay, wait, hold on. I got this one. Okay. I really want y'all to tell this story when y'all was on the road.
Oh my God, man.
I really want y'all to tell this story when y'all was on the road.
Man,
You want me
just
to
took my
tell it?
headphones off.
We'll go back and forth.
So we're on the Sprinter. We're in Arkansas. We were, I think, did we just get through shooting the video? We just got through shooting LeBrat's Crunk Anthem video with Molly Baby and MMG D-Lo. Shout out to the squad. In her neighborhood of her city, they have like it's like a neighborhood store, but they got like a restaurant in the inside. So they got this chicken fingers. And it's like you can get cheese on them.
Chicken strips and cheese.
Chicken strips, which I mean.
Oh, that reminds me of high school.
Oh my
Chicken
God.
finger baskets with
It's
melted
so good.
cheese on
So-
it.
Oh man.
We
That's
eating,
funny,
you
that high
know.
school.
Nasty.
We on the Sprinter. We
Oh,
eating.
yeah.
We having fun, you know. And so BANDZ
That's why I'm a cousin.
has. He's the
I'm
tell
from
us. So you
Arkansas
eat
as
the
well.
chicken.
Okay.
I was raised down there.
Right.
So that's my neck of the woods. So me me being down there, you know, I haven't had juniors in a long time. Like, they still got chicken strips with cheese. So after the video, I went and got me some chicken strips
Dang,
with
that
cheese.
sound good.
Yeah.
Minus
Hot
the
milk
my,
cheese.
Not gonna end
minus the cheese.
No,
Minus the cheese.
you have to
Let him
have
finish.
cheese.
Let him finish.
The cheese
Man, y'all tripping. That's
Go ahead, man.
I'm with you. I'm a Texan. That's how
Okay,
we
so
eat our
you,
chicken.
you ate the chicken.
So we on the road. You know, I wasn't thinking it like, I'm like, they said
We headed to the studio.
yeah, we headed to the studio. And after I get done eating, I'm like, dang, all this cheese in this container. I'm like, okay.
Is your
well,
stomach bubbling?
Oh no. No.
It's not that story. It's not that type of story.
But I'm trying to see how I'm gonna throw this away because I'm like, it's filled with cheese. With it being filled with cheese, I wasn't thinking. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna just throw it out the window. With me throwing, this is the bad part. Me throwing it,
70 miles per hour.
I wasn't thinking.
I know where this is going. I know where this is going. I'm
After, you know, after I'm feasting, I'm feel good, it tastes good, and all that. So I opened the window because somebody said, "Hey, throw this out the window, man." It was Rob. He told me to throw a bottle out the window. I threw the bottle out the window. I'm like, oh, it felt like that. Okay, So I'm thinking that me throwing the cheese container out is gonna do the same thing. So I extended my arm out with the right trajectory
at 70 miles per hour.
What type of angle this is? I don't know. Whatever it is.
Obtuse.
Yeah.
We never gonna get this story out.
I got my hand out the window, and so I turn my hand like this. I drop it. Boom! Cheese just hit the window. At this point, I'm scared, cause I look back and I see Reese. He look up.
Cause it's cheese splatter all on the outside of the
This is
Sprinter.
Reese's face. It's this goofball Jamal bleeping. I'm for real. I'm dang.
And you know the whole van is laughing, and they're like,
I was so
"Bruh,
embarrassed.
man,
I'm like,
why would you do that? Like the whole everybody like, why would we going too fast for you to throw?
LeBret come to my defense. He didn't mean to. I'm like,
You should have put it in a plastic bag, tied it, and then dropped
What's
it.
crazy? It was a plastic bag.
So we had to
go to a car wash.
No, we actually went back to the because when we were at the studio, we're sitting there waiting for the people to come open the studio for us, and when they pull up, they see the van and they like, what the hell? They're like somebody threw up. Like what? I'm like, nah, man. Like that's cheese.
Reese just looked,
and I'm
as
just
soon
like,
as he started talking to them, he looked over at me. I had this big green jacket.
So I'm like, look, we get ready to go back to the hotel, freshen up. So when we get to the hotel, I'm like, well, you know, my man, he works at a car wash because I got him started at the car wash where I used to be. So I'm like, you know what, man, just get a towel, take one of the big towels out the room, wet it real good. Let's get this cheese off. He went and cleaned it off, and you know what I'm saying? We let it go, but everybody on the Sprinter kept cracking jokes or bringing it up. Like even all the way, you know, it's a 7-8 hour ride back to Chicago. Kept bringing it up, and I'm just like, I can't believe this man threw cheese out the window at 70 miles per hour.
I get off the bus. He's like, you better not be going to get no cheese.
Yeah, like
I'm about to go use the bathroom.
Well, I'm going to say one thing though. Have you noticed something?
What?
How does Wiz travel with them but not with us?
That is true.
I didn't go with them. What you talking about?
That is
I want
true.
to know. But didn't you get into a Sprinter with them and go somewhere?
We went to Lincoln.
But didn't you go? But didn't you drive? How far is it?
The trail was.
How far is it?
3 hours.
Oh, okay.
2.5 hours.
Okay, it don't matter. You still got in the van and took a road trip. But you know what? Next time I have, you know, Mama Wiz signed a permission slip for you to go.
Yeah.
Or she gonna have to go with us.
Somebody got to cover my shit.
He didn't ask. You know he didn't ask.
You
get your butt on that road. He said, look, let me tell you, he said, we're going to Alabama. He's like, no, I don't want to go. So then he says, okay, fine, I'll go. He said, I'm going to get somebody to cover my shift. And I had already thought, Wiz ain't going to get nobody to cover his shift because he already said he don't want to go. So then, right before we leave, he's like, man, they ain't going to cover my shift.
Nah, here's what really happened.
You know that. Don't let Wiz lie to y'all.
Get your butt up and you get on that road.
Hey, let him go ahead.
Who you gonna believe, me or your lying eyes?
Come on, Wiz.
As soon as I get excited, I'm talking to them about this whole trip. Somebody literally hits me up and goes, yeah, somebody, you know, I'm going to get this mad. You know, you're going to get mad when I tell you this. I was like, what? I can't do it.
Somebody. I thought he said it was a she.
Y'all better stop.
You just said
I
a
didn't
he.
want to say the gender. That's the thing.
Y'all better stop.
She listens to the whole thing. So like, that's out the bag. So I ended up getting mad about
Who
it
you gonna believe,
because I
me or
know
his
how
lying
they was
mouth?
gonna feel about it. So as soon as I let them know, they go, well, this is gonna happen. So
We did know.
So is it a DJ D Wiz don't go on the underground hitter trips?
Never. Never.
ASMR
Never?
mics, man.
He missed his
You're
last.
hearing everything.
He missed his last.
Never?
So he missed the Arkansas.
He
one. Not
missed
Arkansas.
He missed the Alabama trip. He's going to miss Miami.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be there.
No,
You're gonna be in Orlando with your mama.
In Orlando.
You get your butt up and you get on that
I ain't
road.
gonna lie. Boy, I love Miami.
We gonna be in Miami Labor Day weekend. Can you imagine Miami and Labor Day weekend?
Hey,
Man.
And
make sure on the scooters you have your license.
I'm not getting on a scooter. I'm going to the beach.
Make sure that you treat that scooter as a car.
I am
If
going
you
to
do
the
not, fellas, you will go to jail
You serious?
in Dade County. I spent 8
I
hours
am not going on
in
a
Dade
scooter.
County jail.
I
So,
am not putting my butt
Hey,
on a
free
seat
money,
where
man.
somebody's
Free
bare
money.
booty
Man, I
has been.
spent 8 hours, but I was able to bond out and hit the club right after
Let me
I
tell
bonded
you.
out.
So it's going to be a whole hitters event, the whole Labor Day weekend.
Yeah.
You tell me? So September.
Labor Day?
My Jesus.
It's September. It's the
4th and 5th.
so it's the 6th. Labor Day is the 6th, the Monday, right? But we're going down the 4th, which is a showcase, and then the 5th is a beach day with the hitters, and then the 6th it's
Another thing.
Yeah.
I used to live in South Beach, like, because I lived in St. Thomas. Not live.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
saying, like, so I lived in St. Thomas, so I used to always go to South Beach.
And
That was
when-
like my
and
spot.
when you go to the beach and you get in that water is not right. That is real salt water.
You know, I used to live on an
Right, that's
island,
the
right?
Salt water in your eyes, in
I used to live
your
in St.
mouth.
Thomas in the Virgin Islands, so I've been.
Man,
I live on the beach.
Yeah, stink.
yeah.
So you don't have to tell me I'm a beach girl. That's all
I
I
was just
want.
getting the pool.
I wanna hit the sand.
No,
So
you gonna
we-
want to go to
you
the
should
beach
come
because
with
I'm not
us.
gonna lie.
I ain't gonna
All
lie.
the girls,
There's a
all the
showcase.
bikinis,
I'm a
Let me
everything.
big boy. With me being a big boy and being in the sand, I lift up your stomach, sand just fall out.
What I'm gonna tell you is,
Oh,
so
man.
so they're gonna have a showcase, and when we went down to Alabama, they were so hospitable. So it's the same people doing the showcase. It'd be cool if SGYBN came out and
It
turned
would
it out because they
Oh,
were
yeah.
hospitable and
Yeah.
cool.
Boy, y'all just gonna make this
Ain't gonna lie,
hard.
this is my first year ever getting on a plane, so it was amazing.
It was
Just
also
that
mine. You know,
So I'm thinking about going down the 3rd and staying until the 6th.
well, we gotta see how my savings and checking look. You know how they balance out.
Hey.
Yeah, I'm putting my money together right
Yeah,
now.
mine
Because
too.
we're only going to be there the
But
4th
y'all
and the
know
5th.
I got events, so I got
I'm about to say that tip money up at that car. What? Yup.
I got events. So
So they already told
and
us the
I got
place
an
to
event
go.
on the 3rd. So I don't know.
We gotta save our coins.
Yeah, we gotta save our coins.
But so we had already been pre-booked, but we have another Miami trip in November.
November, yeah.
November what?
Back to back, November. I could tell you as soon as we get off. I could tell you.
Oh, cause y'all know that's my birthday.
October 26th.
Is October 26th.
So,
November 30th. So
We got back to back events. So hey, we'll be,
And then
we'll
the
be in
celebrities.
Miami
That's
with
another
Lisa
thing
Mack.
about
Yeah,
Miami.
And so we'll
You
miss
get to
Houston
meet celebrities.
with
Sway
Miss
Lee,
Jackson.
Jay Prince Jr. pulling up in the Rolls Royce, just talking to it like.
Yeah.
We had a ball down there. Lil Uzi Vert was down there when we were down there.
Of
Sway
course, that
Lee,
makes sense. Man.
Jay Prince Jr. Who else? And then it was women from everywhere, dudes from everywhere, and it was just nobody go to sleep.
That's how Carnival is. Be ready for Juve. We're going to get up at like 4 in the morning. You'll be dancing until 4 the next morning.
Speaking of carnival, what is Mardi Gras a carnival or?
So
It's similar.
It's similar. That's on my list too.
We can
Go to Rio de Janeiro.
Well, Mardi Gras.
Shout
That's
out
something
to
that I
Rio
want to do.
Cortez.
Yeah, shout out Rio.
Shout out Rio.
The man behind the videos that y'all know.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
you know, official cameraman.
18.
So yeah, I'm official hitter now, so I get to.
We're everywhere. So
I get
we
to
have-
get the schedule now.
Because we're in, so September, that's when we're in Miami. Then October, I believe it's Chicago. Then Miami again, and then Atlanta.
Atlanta. Yeah, we got Atlanta top of December.
So, but we're trying to think of not going to Miami twice and maybe go to my hometown, Houston, and hit Houston because they have a showcase there. So
When is that?
I haven't seen my people in like forever.
Hey,
So my
Houston is
mom-
cool too, man.
So
Hey,
shout out
listen,
Mama
Houston.
Chung because Mama Chung gonna want to
It's
see
a
her baby.
homecoming.
Well, guess what? You get to go back to Houston with a record label.
And a radio station.
And a
And a radio
yeah.
station.
And security.
Right, and
And-
security. Yeah. Everything.
Rolling deep. You know?
So you can go back home.
We're
and-
there.
Just
and
wait
show
till
the-
we popping out with Richard.
Right,
Willis
but
and everything.
you'll be going back home and showing the people
She's
like what
sitting
you
over
been
there
doing.
with an underground hitter microphone.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I saw that.
Custom made, you know.
It is custom.
I'm just saying. You know,
That's your CEO.
we gonna do it big.
Oh.
I'm just waiting for big bands
You don't have to call
gift
me and
with
ask me everything anymore.
my Cuban.
Huh? You don't have to call me and ask me everything anymore. You have someone else you can call now.
Who you gonna call?
Nikki Blends. That's your A&R right there.
Nikki Blends. That's
Your
my
A&R,
DJ
your
name.
producer, your
Just wait.
mixtape DJ, all that.
You serious about this DJ, ain't you?
I am. Anything I put my hands on turns to gold.
Nikki Blends.
So I know I can blend it out. Let me tell you, this coming week, I'm gonna let the cat out the bag. So this coming week, I'm gonna make it my point. I'm gonna be going live, because generally I record my show at night, because you know I'm not a morning person. I'm gonna make sure I'm up at 8:30 so I can go live every morning.
Yeah.
To do what?
To go do my show live, and I can like mix with my little
And I'm gonna call in. I'm gonna call in.
I can do
I
all
gotta
of that.
see this.
I can do all that.
I gotta see this.
You know what? And you know what we should do next week, guys? Because we can do this.
What?
We should start taking some calls live. Let people start
Caller
calling.
number
in.
one.
Yeah, hey, listen to me. That brings another element to the show when you do the calls.
But
You
this
know
is,
we do the calls on Boss Talk.
but
so.
we won't have to take. Yeah, so he can just filter the calls.
You know
through.
what'd be good if we did prank calls. Yeah.
Man, we'll have you in charge of that.
Man,
If we did prank calls, like how they did on how they do on Steve Harvey in the morning.
Oh, it's hilarious. Uncle Tommy and Nephew Tommy and
Nephew Tommy.
I might have to have you guest on my show to do it.
Hey Jay, you need to tell them about what we used to do back then.
You know.
Yeah.
You know, tell them about your podcast. Tell us about your podcast.
So, if you are an unheard artist and you really want to get your music heard, man, Street Bosses Podcast, Monday at 8 p.m. to, I'm going to go to 11, because I know people want to get their music heard. You want to get your music heard? I mean, I thank my manager, my CEO, Reese Money, to give me this, because I've been begging for this. So if you are an artist and you want to get your music heard, Street Bosses Podcast, tune in 8 o'clock to 11 p.m.
on your Facebook Live.
On my Facebook Live. So yeah.
Shout out Rio, his co-host.
Shout out Rio Cortez.
Yeah. Hey, that's what's up. That's what's up.
We had the pink. What we had? We had the pink one. We had champagne one.
Black
The,
pink, right?
No, we had the pink one.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey, good interview.
Well, we could talk after this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I'm happy.
I want to know. Do you have any shout outs?
Yeah. Shout out my team. Shout out my mama, my granddad. Shout out my whole family.
Shout out Chuck.
Yeah.
Little brother Chuck.
Yeah, shout out Chuck.
All right.
That's actually one of my motivations.
He's your younger brother?
Yeah.
How old is he?
He like
11.
Dang, I feel bad. Yeah, 11.
Oh, so he looks up to his big brother.
He's his height. What?
Yeah, Chuck a big boy.
He a bully to me.
Hold on, Jay. How tall are you?
6'2".
Chuck is about 5.
Chuck,
about 5'10", 5'11".
Yeah.
It's almost a 6 footer.
Oh, that's like James and
Finna be
Jeremiah.
12.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
I'm about to be 22, and I'm looking at him, I'm like, man, he be in there playing the game. Yes, also with big bands, BIGBANDZ.
And go stream that, because Takers came out.
Yeah.
Go stream it. Run those numbers up.
Yeah, so it's about to be on all platforms. The video is finna be shot, dropped. Well, you'll be part of it, but
Yeah, I want to be hiding somewhere. I want to be hiding somewhere in your video.
BANDZ_million. Sorry, Nikki.
Facebook, y'all know what it is. Reach Ground Hard Holbert. On Instagram, it is OG_BigCuzzle_Reach Money. Y'all can also hit up the SGEYBN LTD page on Facebook and the SGEYBN Music Group page on Instagram.
Cool.
Big bands, bro. You made history right here.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Milestone, bro.
Thank you, man.
Thank you for coming to hell, man, for real. definitely. With all that being said, it's your boy DJ D Wiz.
I am your #1 block supply.
You got the hottest radio station playing on your stereo right now. For all the latest and exclusive content, hit that undergroundhitters.com. That's undergroundhitters.com. We got it all for the low, homie.